a lot of them are related to, New Orleans, where they had a convention one of those years.
Wow.
There's a lot of Louisiana type pens.
Cool.
There's somebody on my Facebook list that's,
Not to put you on the spot, would
Sorry.
you join us on the 29th?
I'm hanging on it, because you're closer to me.
Absolutely. You can even swing around and pick you up, you have my driver.
I want to offer.
Fine, you'll
not
manage
just
there.
I don't know what that is.
That is a speaker.
That yours?
Yeah.
That there's,
It's a Bluetooth speaker.
oh, okay.
It's better than the speakers on the computer. A little bit better.
May I have an agenda, Tom, please?
Thank you, Brian, for asking. Yeah, I get
Is our-
I
we
get
still
the
have a speaker
AD
for
started,
tonight?
and forget about the spacing stuff.
I believe we do. Ryan is unfortunate.
We do have a speaker,
Down with the
Austin
flu.
Thompson.
Is he coming in person or is he virtually?
Let's be here in person.
Awesome.
If anybody wants a printed newsletter, there it is.
Pictures of the chili cook-off for the next newsletter.
Did you?
I asked Kathryn if she had pictures. She had said no.
Yeah, pictures.
Two pictures.
Hey,
How are you?
Mr. Thompson, how are you?
Good, how you doing?
Kathryn, here's one.
Oh, okay.
Hey,
Welcome.
Austin, how you doing?
Hello. Well, thank you for coming.
Hey, no problem. Austin,
Go give.
hey, Bill, how you doing? Nice to meet you. All right. How you doing?
How you doing? Happy to.
Kathryn, Gibbs, all right, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
All right.
Thanks for coming.
All right. Nice meeting you.
Austin, I'm Tom Arnette.
Hey, Tom.
Pleasure to meet you.
All right,
Thanks
nice to meet you.
for coming up.
Not a problem, no problem. I got a little mixed up. I got here at 6.
Oh, no.
Oh. I said, right, hey, the gate is locked. Right here, slim crowd.
Well,
And then he's sick.
Yeah. Yeah,
there's a secret there that he really wasn't locked.
All right, well, okay, no problem.
But it looks like it's locked.
Uh-huh.
So obviously the deterrent works, right?
It worked. Austin out.
Yeah, I sat there and then I reversed back out and I was sitting up there.
Oh, goodness.
And I said, well, I'll just hang around till 7, make some phone calls.
So you've been out there? We've been here since, Brian, we go, what, 6:15 or something?
Oh.
6:20.
Not out there, I was just down the hill there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
In that gold van?
And then
yeah, that's me.
Okay.
Yeah.
I saw the gold van.
Yeah, that was me.
I could have knocked on your door, finding nothing.
Yeah.
shot.
Pardon?
Might have got shot.
Well, that's true.
Strangers walking up, knocking on the windows. You know?
Well, you know, it's better than being that.
No, they got dark. I was just like looking around. I'm like, okay, all right.
Giving
make sure
out
Yeah, right.
the bars with, you know.
Yeah.
a van.
And I'm thinking about, Gwinnett County or
Thank you.
Lawrenceville Police are gonna roll up and see a
I know.
mysterious van just sitting out there. Oh, Councilman Thompson. Yeah, that's me.
Yeah.
Just waiting to start a meeting.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You know, the interesting part about this building
Uh-huh.
belongs to Lawrenceville.
Yeah,
The
Impact
park belongs to the
46.
county.
Yeah, yeah.
Interesting. Client called me today and said, so how you doing? I said, that is not a question. But we're in the January. You know that?
The kickoff month.
You're not gonna like the Easter.
There's a reason why I'm not really calling up.
I understand that. I understand.
Okay, we're recording this week.
Yeah,
Last time I started late.
You want to remind him, sure, recording.
Yes,
Okay.
yeah.
full disclosure.
It says that a lot of people in the meeting know that they're being recorded.
Did Snellville buy their pecans from us, or do they get their own?
No, they got their,
Okay.
Many bags.
They bought, did they get their own shipment? Or they buy? From?
they got their own shipment.
Okay. I'm sorry, what?
How many bags? Yeah.
We have slightly less than 60 bags.
The pieces.
$600 worth of product.
Oh, those are pieces, not the halves, the whole.
I think the halves are gone.
Yeah.
Nobody has halves, because even Snellville was out. They're down to like, what, 17 bags?
I still have the pecans left in my garage and, some people haven't picked up yet. I'm waiting.
They paid for?
Yeah, they're paid for it.
I put together a list of bakeries in Lawrenceville. And I'm gonna try to work through that. So some of them will take.
Oh, call,
I already, special needs and treats, they
politely declined.
they politely declined. They had just gotten, several donated to them.
Oh, okay.
And that's, they prefer,
Well, sure.
they would
Who
prefer
wouldn't?
to have their, stuff donated, and I definitely appreciate that. I told them I'd get back to them if we, couldn't get rid of some and
Sure.
we had some to give.
Plus, put 4 bags.
Oh, okay.
So that was what gave me the idea. Well, maybe I should call some bakers.
Call the Blue Rooster. I don't know that they would.
They're on my list.
Okay.
Everybody that does any baking's on my list.
I would think.
All right. You just got to
Oh,
call.
thank you, sir.
If you give me thank you, if you give me a list, if you send the list to me,
Yeah,
I'd be willing to call.
you'd be wonderful if you do that. Awesome. I've been asked to let you know that we recorded the meetings.
Okay, no problem. Won't
That's
say
all
anything
that
incriminating.
Can't imagine that a public official would.
Oh, let me tell you about that mayor.
Too late. I've already spilled it there.
The tea's already been
Let me
spilled.
give you that back.
Okay,
I took a picture of it for ours.
okay, good.
What time are these?
Put the phones on silent. Pardon?
What time are these?
Oh, these were, I did these, early last year.
I missed the
What time
back
are
of it. I screwed up.
Coffee sessions.
This on the first and third Saturday of every month?
Mhm.
Yeah,
Let me get the
At what
back.
time?
Austin. I missed
Oh,
that. Sorry.
yeah. The first and third of every month. And unless something changes, I post it.
Oh,
They know, hey, okay, we're changing from this date to this date.
Okay.
Because all of a sudden I end up in SPLOST meetings, I end up in transportation meetings, I end up in that meeting and housing, and it coincides with that.
You have a
But-
consistent time that you meet? on
Yep,
Saturday?
9 to 11. 9 to 11.
Oh.
And it's just, I say it's just like, extended office hours. I come and have a cup of coffee with me. We sit down, we talk about Lawrenceville, what's on the mind of the resident or the business owner, and a couple of times I've actually gotten folks in unincorporated Lawrenceville.
That's
came-
why, so we're in unincorporated.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Hmm.
You know,
It's always interesting, to have a resource.
yeah,
Going on.
yeah. So I just like folks, hey, it's an informal thing, just come drop on in, let's talk. So I'm there. I let folks know, hey, I'm every first and third Saturday, 9 to 11, I'm there.
I'm
Come
impressed.
see me.
More than I hear from my politicians.
Well, I like to keep myself accessible. I believe that, phones just not enough, phone calls, text messages are just not enough. And, I'll schedule time to go to the doors,
Hello.
Hello.
Hi there.
hello.
This, I mean,
Hi.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi, good evening.
Pronounce your first name for me.
Waku.
Waku.
How are you, sir?
I'm good.
All right.
Quactu is a lion from,
Pleasure to meet you.
I need to give you $20. I forgot.
Yeah. it's okay, I know where you live.
Waku.
Maria.
Nice to meet you.
All right.
Waku.
So nice to meet you.
All right. Nice to meet you.
I'm Gloria.
Waku.
Hi,
Maria. Waku.
Austin.
I don't come with any.
Yeah. Quactu is the, Walgreens manager for tequila.
Oh,
He's been here several years.
Wow.
He's from Togo.
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 Wow.
Oh, it's over there.
Wonderful.
Nice.
With,
I had somebody in one greens, Walgreens that,
oh, really?
yeah,
Good.
one young Mexican girl.
push that in front of her. So she knows.
I have, he's married and, I need to ask her mom. I don't know her.
Tequila over by me, or tequila at Hamilton Mill.
No, they live before you. How I come to your home
Yeah.
before you.
Yeah, that's the story he has.
Yeah.
But, you know, frequently I'll get in discussions with people and we'll talk about tequila and they'll be talking about Hamilton Mill.
Oh, yeah, that side of it, yeah.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Isn't it 85,
What's
the
that?
door? Door code?
9563.
9563.
Okay, everybody forget those something.
Yeah.
We try to forget so that we don't go in there and do anything, you know, there's,
It's like Men in Black. Hey, look here.
I know.
Done.
Yeah.
And that's why we record.
Yeah.
What we
It's like
say.
we record the
Yes.
tape.
Yeah.
Ryan, it is 7:01.
Yes.
He's getting the gavel and stuff for you.
Yes,
Sorry.
I appreciate that.
Oh, thank you so much for my pitch.
Yep, that's this year's state pin for international, so I just got them.
I love it. Oh, wonderful,
Wonderful.
perfect.
You know,
He didn't have water in that bottle and we'll work.
I know, right?
Yeah.
been fine, but I don't think I can drink it that fast.
Put it in your vest pocket.
Hands up.
We'll salute you.
I sacrifice myself.
Maria, you never see someone as me.
There you go.
Okay,
Water back.
All right.
all right. Call this meeting to order. Welcome to the second meeting of January of the Lawrenceville Lions Club. It's great to have Joe with us. We will get started. Lion Tom, would you lead us in the pledge, and Gloria, would you lead us in an invocation afterwards?
Funny face, Bill.
Bill's gonna get out of the way.
Or Quaku, yeah. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All hearts and minds are clear. Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you for another day. We thank you for waking us up this morning and getting us along our way, Father. I thank you that you kept us safe while we slept last night, and you kept us safe to this day. My prayers for the nations, Lord, that you will heal the nation and heal the people so that we will all come together, Father. I pray that you bless this meeting and bless everyone here at this table to hear the word as to be shared today. I thank you for all you do. In Jesus' name, amen.
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 Need more of those.
And thank you.
Everyone has an agenda in front of them. Is, any additions, to the agenda or any motion to approve said agenda?
Second.
I'll move to approve the agenda as it stands.
All right, do we have a second?
Second.
All right, All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none, the motion carries and the agenda is approved. Lion Bill, our illustrious tail twister, do you have any question for us?
I'm just going to revisit the one I had prepared for our last meeting.
Which one?
Was, abruptly cut off, but I will propose that, do you have a New Year resolution, and what is it? We'll start with the ladies first.
No, I do not. Made a resolution last year not to make any more resolutions. And I'm sticking by that.
Gloria?
Wow, I should follow her lead. Because I don't have any either. I just wish for good health and well-being for everybody.
Wonderful.
Great.
Or, yeah.
I have one big, lose weight.
Mhm.
Of course, be healthy.
Okay.
Thank you. I just had one to be more organized. Get better at that every week.
Mm. Great.
All right.
Mr. Thompson, will
I-
you participate in this?
Oh, yeah, I'm not big on resolutions because I figure, hey, why wait until January 1st? Why not August 15th or why not
Very good.
March 10th, you know?
Sure.
But I would love to come down on the coffee, on the caffeine.
Oh,
I don't know how that's gonna work.
Oh, so,
Decaf?
Fully caffeinated.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, fully
I
caffeinated.
cannot keep.
Baby steps.
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. So to come
Or go to
down,
half caf.
less coffee this year. Yeah.
Brian?
I'm in the process of reading the Bible in an entire year.
Nice,
That
nice.
is good.
I've never done that before, so I'm doing it now.
Okay.
Almost end of January, how's it going?
I'm not missed a day yet.
That's good.
Come, I don't hear it.
I apologize, I can't pronounce her name properly.
Yeah, KWAKU. So my New Year resolution is just about good health, which I have some challenge 2 years ago. Good health, that's my number.
And lastly, Mr. Gibbs.
No resolution. Same as
You
it-
put us all through that.
No, same as it-
It's too nice, palagi for whole
Be
family.
better today than I was yesterday.
All right.
With that, I will return the floor back to you, Mr. President.
Thank you very much. Bill, while we're at it, Waku, would you introduce yourself, please?
So my name is Kwaku
Waku, yeah.
Gabadeku.
Mhm.
I was born and raised in Togo, West Africa,
Okay.
and I moved to this country in 1999.
Mhm.
And I used to live in New York City before I moved down here in 2003. I am married with my high school sweetheart, and we have 3 beautiful gentlemen. The first one is 29 years old, 18 years old, and 10 years old.
No, man.
And
Great.
That's a big span.
Oh, yeah.
And he don't look.
Yeah.
Oh.
He's 28. Young man.
I met a guy one time, he had daughters like that. And he figured that he had 28 years worth of daddy-daughter dances.
Oh,
to
wow.
go through. So you didn't have
It's a lot of-
daughters.
yeah,
I guess it's baseball or something, right? Or soccer, it's son soccer,
Yeah.
real football.
I worked with Walgreens Pharmacy. I started my job at Walgreens Pharmacy. And we moved to Lawrenceville 7 years ago. I used to live in Norcross.
Mm.
Okay.
And then I love the area here. And I joined Lions Club in my country, actually in 2017.
Wow,
And,
that is wonderful.
yes, but what happened is my best friend was the president of that club, and she talked to me about it.
Mhm.
And I said, well, why not? I joined them, and I went to a couple of meetings because I go back home every year for 3 weeks
Mhm.
to see my mother, and my sister's still back there. And so every time I go, I sit down with them. And a couple of weeks ago, it crossed my mind. I mean, she asked me, said, I'm pretty sure they have last where you are.
We did.
Yeah.
And I go to it and I send an email. And yeah.
Well, you are very much welcome.
It's good.
How long does it take you to fly?
16 hours.
Mm.
So we have 4 hours layover. Either we go to Brussels or Paris, but then we have direct flight from New Jersey, 10 hours.
Okay.
It's too tiring, so we rather go to Europe before.
We have 18 hours flight in end of April.
Wow, where you going?
We go with Turkish Airlines
Okay.
that I choose because we have free baggage. And go to Istanbul, Bucharest, stay there, Bucharest, Frankfurt am Main for 1 week and come back in Bucharest. So I'm gonna visit Lion Club in Bucharest.
Nice, nice.
Then you have to be sure to take a couple of these with you, since these are international pins.
Oh, okay.
You'll be the hit.
Yeah, then you'll be to hit them back. When she has.
You'll have some, yeah, let's hope they have their pins.
So
Yeah.
I have to learn everything with Lions Club in English because we come from French-speaking country.
Okay.
So,
Parlez-vous français?
which was français.
Ah.
So,
Moi aussi.
yeah, so I will take a daily step to learn how you do everything.
Wonderful.
Every club is different, so hopefully it'll all make sense. We club.
I have somebody with.
And it was different from how we do it. Oh, wow, okay, they do that, okay. There's no hard cast rule. So it's all good.
Anyway, moving on, Lion, Tom, our secretary. Do you have a report? And is there, any of the traditional motion to?
Make a motion to dispense with the reading of the secretary's report.
Is there a second?
Of course.
All in favor signify by saying aye. And any opposed? Hearing none, the secretary's report is accepted and will be dispensed with the reading.
We appreciate the hard copy.
Absolutely. So thank you, for all that you do, Tom. By the way, Tom, would you introduce our guest tonight?
Austin met everybody so far.
This was Ryan's job.
Ryan got sick. I've been worrying about this.
Yeah.
So he's not here tonight to introduce him. Now I could read this bio. I do have this right here.
Oh, gosh.
But would you like to do the honors?
I do the honors. We'll be here all night. You read that. All right. Well, good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Good evening. I appreciate the invitation by the Lions Club and Ryan to visit with you this evening. As you know, my name is Austin Thompson, and I am an elected city councilman for the city of Lawrenceville. And this year I serve as the deputy mayor for the city. So I am hoping that the mayor fulfills his duty for the entire year, and I don't have to abruptly move into his position.
I'm sure Mr. Still feels the same.
Yeah. Not that Austin, no. But I am originally from the Cooperative Republic of Guyana, South America. I grew up in Brooklyn, New York. Lived there for 15 years and then, relocated here to Atlanta, Georgia. I living here now for 31 years, and in Lawrenceville now going on 11 years. You know, my background is electronic engineering, project management, you know, and that's my corporate career, and I've done so much outside of that, you know, which was probably explained in the bio, you know, but I'm just someone who enjoys being around different people. I love being around folks from different places, different cultures. It's a lot better, you know, to speak with folks from vast backgrounds than to sit in a social studies class and trying to do it the formal way, you know. But you know, so you know, I enjoy these moments when I get to come and speak to different groups and learn a lot about what you all do, and as I call it, breaking bread, you know, and building relationships. I'm a bridge builder. I love to build bridges, meaning you know, connecting
Friendship.
and that kind of thing. I ran for the city council in 2019 originally, when then Mayor Judy Jordan Johnson decided she was not going to run for her final term. And I said, oh geez, how about this? I think I'll run for city council. Because at that time, then post one city councilman David Still decided to run for mayor, so I left the seat vacant. So myself, Glenn Martin, and Eric Hoskins, we vied for the position, and Glenn won. And then 2 years later, I already knew after I lost, I knew I was going to run again, and I ran for post 3 seat and was victorious, you know, in that election. I ran for the city council because, you know, living in Lawrenceville, you know, there are a lot of things that that I saw that really attracted me. You know, the feel, the vibe, you know, the characteristic of the city. And Mayor Judy Jordan Johnson appointed me to the Architectural Review Board. So I sat on that board for about 6 years.
She was wonderful.
Oh, yeah.
I know her.
Oh, yeah.
I love her.
Oh, yeah, very wonderful. Yeah. And then subsequently the Lawrenceville Neighborhood Alliance, you know. So, you know, I wanted to do more. So I wanted to do more, and then this from a policy making perspective, because as I tell people, yeah, I'm a legislator, but for the city, right? Like you have your legislators for the state and the federal government, you have legislators on the municipal level. So we make laws in the form of ordinances and take care of the city. We listen to people. We listen to, you know, their concerns, and we come together as a council and mayor, and, you know, we pass these ordinances. But my philosophy is diversity, equity, and inclusion, because I believe when we all have a part to play and we all have a role to play, we make this world a better place. I mean, it might sound kind of cliche, but that's how I feel, you know. Oh, that's she's looking.
I love her.
She's looking a little more relaxed now. You know, where I see the city in the next 5 to 10 years is what I think of the city now. I think of Lawrenceville as a destination city. You know, we have folks flying to Atlanta to be in Atlanta, to be in downtown, be in Buckhead, and, you know, to immerse themselves in all that Atlanta has to offer, right? But I'm thinking, you know, why not Lawrenceville? Right? Why not Lawrenceville? Lawrenceville is a growing city. Even though we have grown, I mean, I've been here 11 years in the city, and from 11 years ago to now, I mean, we have grown tremendously in terms of construction and the Lawrenceville lawn, everything. There's a lot of change in the city, and we still have a ways to go. Some of my thoughts on economic development, because economic development was one of the platforms that I ran on, you know. People ask me, you know, economic development, you know, it's kind of abstract. You know, what are some of the things that I think about? Well, you know, promoting an expansive work, live, and play here community is important, because there are many people who are here with families. We have a city with many retirees. So this is a great place, you know, to get folks together and to really design the city that will, you know, include what we all think of the Lawrenceville should be, right? Live here, work here, play here, right? So, you know, we were seeing a lot of that with the Lawrenceville lawn, you know, with other developments that are, you know, that we see here. We have the Aurora Theater, Lawrenceville Arts Center, which is great because, you know, we have a home for the art here at Lawrenceville. We have a home for the art. So I love to think of how can we do more with Lawrenceville that ties in, you know, to live here, play here, work here, and with the arts. For folks who enjoy going to a theater, going to a matinee, going to a play, right? The Aurora. The Hooper Renwick School, a themed library, will be developed as a 25,000 square foot facility. We had the ribbon cutting in October last year. It's due to be opened next year. That adds to the character of the city because it's the school, the first African-American school in Gwinnett County where African-Americans were only able to attend, you know, historically, right? So Gwinnett County and they formed the Hooper Renwick Preservation Committee to really preserve the school because it has history, right? And the school is going to be a themed library where it will have memorabilia and different, you know, items from the time when the school was in operation, a museum. They're going to have a community room and community space to really tell the African-American experience of that time, right? So that's great. That can be added into the tourism aspect of it too, you know? The Hilton Tapestry Hotel, we're moving forward with that. It kind of got held up from COVID, right? And the hotel is great because it fits into the economic development plans of the city. And it fits into the tourism, you know, plans for the city. And
It'll still go in the original planned location.
still going to the original planned location, 120 room facility, will be known as the Lawrence, right? It's going to be a mix of shops, you know, the hotel, but with shops and conference center, 5,000 square foot conference center. The parking deck is already, of course, completed, but you know, it adds even additional parking space in the city. The lawn, that area there, the parking deck across the street, and then the parking areas along, you know, because it encourages folks to get out the car and visit and go sit in Dominique's, have some nice Italian food, you know, go to Universal Joint and have a nice dinner, go to McCrae's, you know, and watch a nice Bulldogs game, you know, watch them win another national championship, you know. And then the Chop House that just opened up downtown, you know, so that adds again to the character of the city. The Gwinnett County Airport, I had a meeting with how much did it
We say 10 to 15 minutes.
10, 15 minutes? All right, because lately I've been getting folks who tell me, hey, Austin, keep it short. Yeah. And I'll try to quicken my pace.
If she moves to adjourn while you're talking.
Yeah,
you're in trouble.
I'm in trouble. Okay, I'm gonna make sure that doesn't happen. Yeah, I'm gonna make sure.
See the lights going.
I'm gonna, you know, the chair starts vibrating. It's like, oh, okay.
We haven't had dinner, so.
Oh, okay.
we'd like to-
Okay.
And everything closes in Lawrenceville by.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you're gonna be in diet.
Yes, I'll be in trouble.
I'm eating pecans.
Yeah. So, so I had a meeting recently with the Gwinnett County Airport because being that my focus a lot of my outside of homelessness and, you know, and making sure our lower income communities are getting the attention they need. I'm big on economic development. I'm big on small business, you know, support. So I had a meeting with the airport. So what I envision the Gwinnett County Airport to be is not the size of Hartsfield, but traffic flying, planes flying, folks coming in from Greensboro, North Carolina, from Columbia, South Carolina, from Charlotte, North Carolina, from Knoxville, Tennessee, you know, Birmingham, Alabama, and flying into this wonderful destination city, right?
Yep.
And increasing the economics of Lawrenceville. All right, so I got from the county airport director on the various landings, the number of landings per day, week by month, annually, and over the weekend. All right, to determine, okay, how do we capture that audience? How do we capture those folks? How do we sell Lawrenceville to folks outside of Georgia? Because Lawrenceville is still it's still this small little city that folks really don't know unless you have a reason to be here. But why can't Lawrenceville be like Buckhead or or Atlanta? So we're the second largest county in the state. Lawrenceville is the seat of the second largest county, and I think we can move in that direction. So Gwinnett County Airport can play a significant role in the tourism and building and growing the economy, the local economy, supporting our small businesses, right, in the city of Lawrenceville. The high-end and affordable housing projects that we see being developed in Lawrenceville. So we have a mixture of affordable housing, high-end housing that's on the horizon. We see some developments already being, in progress, for seniors 55 and above, and affordable housing, which is affordable for them as well. Georgia Gwinnett College that ties in because we have a workforce that's waiting. We have a workforce that's waiting to be degreed, and we don't want to leave them. We don't want them to leave Lawrenceville, right? If we can grow these opportunities here, they have Northside that's adding, jobs. The city that's adding jobs, a major employer, right? So this way, we keep that brain thrust here in Lawrenceville, that intellectual capital. Job creation and livable wage jobs. Those are some of the other things that I'm planning to work with on the city, especially with our Gwinnett Entrepreneurship Center, Department of Economic Development, and the Lawrenceville Business Alliance. The restaurant district is lucrative. It's getting back there. After COVID, COVID really decimated a lot of our small business operators. We saw a few businesses close. Businesses are still struggling to hire and find, people who are employable, so we are looking to add to that. That also adds to the character of the city. Moody's, this is significant for the city, just upgraded our credit rating. Is that me? Is that
Not me.
oh, okay. I thought that was my bell. To wrap it up, you got So we got our credit rating upgraded from AA3 to AA2. And that's an indicator of having a good fund balance for the city. Our financial position is strong. And thanks to our Chief Financial Officer, Keith Lee, and our city manager, Chuck Warbington, we are moving forward in a good financial position. So that, and Moody's recognized that and upgraded our credit rating. Again, I mentioned Gwinnett Entrepreneurship Center, the Lawrenceville Business Alliance, as a support for small businesses, especially our disadvantaged, women-owned, minority-owned businesses, to make sure that they too have an equal part in the small business success in this city. The art, we're now, if you drive down North Clayton and North Perry, you'll see the archways that were installed. Wonderful, right? It's wonderful. It's actually to minimize large vehicle traffic through the city, but it also adds to the artistic character of the city down by the depot area. And we have that, and then art designs on the square. You'll start seeing those, especially in the alleyway in the downtown Lawrenceville area. So we're just trying to make the city, it's not just livable, but attractive. Trying to make it sexy.
Pleasure.
Yes, make it a pleasure to come downtown, right?
Did a great job.
Yeah. So we're working on that. Infrastructure and construction projects. We have roadways and resurfacing projects. Sidewalk and pavement improvements. Again, want the city to be walkable. I want you to come out of your homes and walk, not just drive, but to come out and walk.
Yes.
And soon, hopefully, we'll have a small market, like a mini Sprouts or a mini Whole Foods or something like that.
Uh-huh.
Down there, so folks can walk to something, buy some fresh whole food and
Farmers market.
yes, exactly. With North Side, we see construction, a lot of construction there. They're building a slip ramp. And this is just a direct access from 316 going east that will take you directly into a hospital. Yeah, so you don't have to get on 120 and get in the middle of all that traffic. So it takes you directly into there. You have sewer and stormwater projects. We recently hired a new police chief for the city of Lawrenceville, Chief Mullins, wonderful gentleman. We all unanimously felt good about him as a candidate for our city. He sees the vision where we want to see where we want the city to go. He sees the vision as far as security and quality, making sure our citizens are safe, ensuring that the police officers are getting the proper training and supervision, right? So he sees that, and that was one of his biggest things. Or we have different organizations like Recast that have their offices here. The Response Center, Impact 46, the Extended Stay Relocation Project, Lawrenceville Co-op and Streetwise, and these organizations help in various ways with homelessness.
Statewide.
Yes,
We're
yeah.
very connected with both organizations.
yes. So, residents.
Somewhat connected to Impact 46.
Yes, exactly.
Yes, somewhat connected.
Yes, exactly. So if we have residents that are experiencing hardship, stress and these challenges, they have a multitude of organizations that they can turn to get the assistance that they need. So the city is very involved in making sure that we're working with those organizations, as well as Project First for our core responder program.
I thought you had another job.
I have too many jobs. And SPLOS, and I attended a SPLOS meeting last week at Gwinnett Justice and Administration Center, met with the director of engineering to discuss what are some of the projects that we can do here in Lawrenceville to enhance infrastructure, stormwater drains from some of the SPLOS money, that we can get from Gwinnett County. So that's something that we're trying to identify. Some projects are city managed. It has to be city managed because it's within the city, right? But along the roadways that are managed by the county, we can look at that as well. And then again, eye on lower income communities, making sure that we're paying attention to our lower income communities as well. Sometimes, I get folks who call me and say, hey, I've been after this problem for the last 2-3 years. No one has directed attention at us. We want to make sure that we're, getting taken care of, getting services, provided in the area. And so that's one of the things that I'm, in addition to the other things that I'm really putting my eye on. And, and to wrap up, there's so much things that you do as a city council member. I mentioned, being a legislator for the municipality, for the city. But, sometimes, you have to sit and listen, right? You have to give an ear. You have to show concern and empathy, because there are individuals who are going through so many different things. When business owners come to you and say, hey, because we lost the business. This was right before Christmas, and then another business had to shut down. And when they come to you with issues, you have to see what we can do, as a city to help, because they're within the city limits, all right? With residents, we try to make sure that we take care of them. We have a lot of slumlords that have properties. They have tenants. They don't take care of the property. The landlords are living not even in Georgia. They're like somewhere across the country. So we have to make sure we answer those calls and we take care of those issues as well. Trash and sanitation. And it's a myriad of different things that we have to take care of. I enjoy what I do. I enjoy being on the city council. I'm a community activist long before, going back 30 years, long before I ran for office. So this now adds the policy making, aspect of it. And I enjoy doing what I do. Again, I thank you all for inviting me out to the meeting this evening. It's a pleasure to be here and meet all of you. you know, thanks.
We have time for one question. Does anybody have a question?
Speaking about the historic school,
Yes, ma'am.
I bring my grandkids there.
Oh,
In 2016,
Uh-huh.
we only Brian, no. Remember when we selected books and we
Yes.
exactly. And there we have
Mhm.
Mayor Johnson
mhm,
and we work few days,
mhm.
few weeks there. And it's very nice to keep the kids,
Yes,
bring the kids there. Don't matter nationality
right,
and color or that. I don't
Right.
care for that.
right.
But educate them and let them know
Mm-hmm.
what it is. My grandson now is in,
Right.
but he was very impressed and still have good memory from them.
Yeah.
To the time when we passed, he remember and
Exactly.
now and once see that school still be up and
Mhm.
good.
Mm-hmm.
That was one appreciation. I want to ask you what you gonna do for veterans.
For veterans, yes, yeah. So part of the small business focus, as I mentioned, you know, in addition to disadvantaged business owners, and veterans are sometimes looked at as disadvantaged business owners, right? So working with the Gwinnett Entrepreneur Center, last year I did some presentations for Stephanie Socanis, who runs the center there. What we want to do is to make sure that we have programs available, you know, for veterans who are small business owners, right? Veteran-owned businesses,
Or in general, veterans.
or in general, right?
Mhm.
The services that we look at with the city is determining, okay, what are veterans in need of? For those who are non-business owners, what services are you looking for? What are some of your challenges, your concerns? And then this way we can identify what those challenges are and then how we're going to address those, you know. So I'm open to that. I'm open to speaking at a veterans organization. You know, I think there's a VFW on Grayson, if I'm not
Yes.
mistaken.
Is on river
Mhm,
side. It is in that boulevard which
mhm,
go through
Mhm.
hospital.
mhm. Yeah,
I
Yeah.
forgot his name.
yeah,
For some reason, I don't understand why they are split and all the time send veteran there or there.
Mhm.
So make
Mhm.
them confused.
yeah,
And hopefully we gonna have chance to put all together, be all in one place,
Mhm.
because here in on the boulevard,
Mhm.
I'm sorry, I forgot. Then
That's okay.
I always
That's
speak
okay.
in French.
Yeah. Well,
but
I've,
even that boulevard have kind of French. um, because there is outpatient clinic on the riverside is different clinic, so
Mhm.
one will be great for them to be together.
Mhm.
Some veteran are okay,
Mhm.
maybe are young, maybe don't have too much illness.
Okay.
Some have very bad illness.
Yeah.
I left one in home right
Mhm.
now with half of that table full of medicine.
Mm.
Imagine
Wow.
how work that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And need a little bit more service.
Yeah.
Something else related to veterans.
Mhm.
And I want to ask you why happened that.
Mm-hmm.
All that swimming pool around
Mm-hmm.
Jordan Park,
Okay.
Collins Hill, Bogan Park, they don't give any discount or much more free
Okay.
for veteran get in and do by themselves exercising water.
Mm,
Many of them have so many illness, knee, hip, shoulder, arm, back. I was in all those pools. No one give at least discount, not free.
Okay.
access. So,
okay, all right.
and I spoke with a lady here in Jordan Park
Mhm.
and in Bogan, the same thing.
You said Bogan, where is that?
Bogan is,
Is that in the city limits?
No, it's not within the city
Okay.
limits. It's,
Louis Beaufort.
it's on the edge of Beaufort,
All right.
South
okay,
Logan Road.
Okay.
But it's
okay,
within the Gwinnett Park system.
Yes.
okay.
There's currently, the only discount I'm aware of is if you are a Gwinnett County resident.
Mhm.
You do get better pricing than if you are not a Gwinnett County resident.
Okay, okay.
But I know, I said, I've taken classes at Bogan
Mhm.
and, you know, it's $5 a session.
Mhm.
You know, so even if you're just trying to go and get some, you know, from Maria's perspective, trying to go and just be able to get in the water and have that ability to work out, you know,
Yeah.
illnesses as a veteran, that gets pricey.
Yeah, even for $5.
Even at $5 a.
Yeah.
You know what? Yes, you are perfectly right, and I agree with you, because back in years, I hear that, oh, they are veteran, they are full of money.
Mm.
I'm sorry. That is big fat lie.
Yeah, it's a
I
big
look
misconception.
because
yeah.
I have income and I see how full of money it
Mhm.
is.
Yeah. It's a big misconception, Yeah,
Yeah.
Empty,
yeah.
not half full.
And
Yeah,
that's
right.
Yeah, and since this is county property, and I can speak to my county counterpart, Commissioner Jasper Watkins for District 3, and see what, you know.
I have Collins Hill, which is very close
Mhm.
for me. And I was there, no way.
Mhm. Mhm. For the medical attention, my plans, also, I don't know if I can get it done within the first quarter, but the MedLink is a facility, a medical facility that just opened up on Lawrenceville Highway. It's Lawrenceville, I forgot the name of the cross street, but it's just past the Presbyterian Church. I had a tour of that facility, and I was supposed to have, you know, worked with the director to do a community health fair in Lawrenceville. Didn't materialize. We just couldn't connect in order to really get it done. But that's something that I want to do, and and I'm thanking you for mentioning veterans, because I want to be able to make sure that we get screenings done for our veterans as well. You know.
We have a screening device.
Yes.
Kathryn at one time put together a
Oh,
program for the schools that if you put one of those health fairs together, we'd be happy to help.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So there in Lawrenceville Highway is VA clinic.
No, not a VA clinic. It's a medical facility, but they offer services for disadvantaged community members. You know, especially if folks that they're not on any type of medical plan, they have services that will help, and they work with such communities. You know, so I'm actually reaching out to them this week because I want to get back on that plan to get this health fair done. Yeah. So we'll make sure we address that.
Thank you so very much,
Thank you.
Councilman.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome to stick around for the rest of the meeting, but if you need to skedaddle and get home to your family, please feel free to do that as well.
got 10, 15 minutes.
All right. All right, we will move onward and try to move through this quickly. Pecans, we still have
We have a little bit less than 60 bags left.
uh,
Near as I can tell, Kroger gets $15 to $16 a pound for these, so I stand at $10 is a bargain for anybody.
Costco don't have art, nothing.
And there's, of course, I heard a lot of pressures.
yeah,
So anybody, including our esteemed councilman, knows somebody needs pecan, we got a few bags.
I don't know how, I mean, if the Girl Scouts can get permission from Walmart to stand outside and hawk their wares, surely an established and amazing organization like the Lions Club International could get permission for a few hours to be outside the Lawrenceville Walmart to sell pecans.
Yeah, but you're not, the Girl Scouts aren't selling competing product inside. There's no Thin Mints in Walmart as opposed to
Okay, great.
bagged up pecans.
True. Just
Mm.
throw it out there.
Mhm. And as I said
Maybe
earlier,
water.
Tom, I'm willing to call the bakeries,
Okay.
Yeah.
so,
See if we can find a home for them.
all right. Moving on, Line Catherine, meeting, at your place, on Sunday the 29th.
Yes,
I think there too.
Yes, yes.
It's Team Gibbs.
Team Gibbs, all are invited. I will.
But
But
we don't have address.
2350.
Yep.
Laurel Point with an E Lane in Lawrenceville. Why are you looking at me?
Because I don't know.
Laurel, Laurel.
Lane.
I'll send out an
LAUREL.
invitation.
Oh,
you.
wonderful. Thank you
So,
so
May
much.
I ask,
absolutely.
what do you, what is?
So the purpose of this gathering is really to be able to do some long range planning. In our board meeting earlier this month, one of the things that we brought up was that during our calendar year, we spend a lot of our time kind of not necessarily playing catch up, but just kind of moving from one event to the next. And I feel that there'd be a lot of benefit in the opportunity, rather than just having an hour, every other week, to have a chance to sit down and truly brainstorm and think of things, not only as far as the organization, is there anything we need to add, whatever we want to change about the meetings themselves? Are there service projects that, we try to do as much as we can, but a lot of this year we do spend working on fundraisers. So I'd really like to see us move even more into service projects, things that we can plan ahead,
So
things
we have
like
a
that.
roadmap.
Yeah, just really kind of having, not just trying to plan, oh, by the way, 2 weeks from tomorrow, we're doing this, so that we can have a little more long range. That's something I think Snellville, we noticed they're always kind of looking several months ahead, and for us to have, a meeting of the minds, everybody having an input, that it's not just the immediate board's decision.
Right.
So, I'm gonna make a big pot of chili.
Wonderful. Unfortunately, gonna rain. How much
Well, then I'll make sure you get a seat inside.
because I was hoping it's good weather and we can stay outside.
Well,
But can I take a rain check? I mean,
I absolutely understand.
Montreal Friday.
You wanna swap? I'll go to Montreal for you. Montreal.
Oh, pleasure. It's a wedding.
Oh,
I go
nice.
high school.
Ooh,
Oh, wonderful.
That's wonderful.
Nice,
Oh, I love
nice.
Montreal.
Yeah, it's
Double down.
wonderful.
No, we stay at home. We
Oh,
have friends, we have a lot of friends.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
But no, absolutely, but
Yes, that'll be
Great
back Sunday.
opportunity.
Bring some cheese from Monterey
Oh.
because I know they have farmers market. They have a lot. I wasn't. My sister-in-law tell me they all on the street and have
absolutely.
different farmers market and she bring back in years. Oh my God, I don't remember how many variety of.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, so like I said, I want to make sure we get word out to the rest of the members
Uh-huh.
that couldn't be here tonight, but like I said, please come and we'll just hang out and brainstorm, and I'll feed you and we'll make some plans.
And this is the award winning chili.
Well, it wasn't award winning last Thursday, but yes, it has won awards before, so.
I think we had a chili cook-off in the city, in the Depot area.
Oh, did
Mistaken.
they? Not too long ago.
Yeah, not too long ago. Yeah, I remember
I
that.
missed out on that, but
Yeah.
the Snellville Lions Club held one last week.
I see.
So,
Mhm.
I was in the top 8, that,
There you
go. There you go. Made it to the top 8, so.
How about the parking garage in Lawrenceville? Great.
Mhm.
The fact that you can just go there, park and walk around like you said earlier.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Wonderful, wonderful.
That's
Yeah.
your next point, sir.
Yes, thank
I
you.
have friends, I invited friends from McDonough to come up for Mary Poppins. And they came and they attended Mary Poppins. And they love the fact that you can just come out the garage and just walk right into the Aurora, or the Lawrenceville Arts Center. They love that. And I said, yeah.
And behind Aurora is one coffee shop,
Oh, yeah.
wonderful by the coffee.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah, Boulder Creek.
yeah.
By the way, have coffee with him.
Yes.
Yes, yes. And that's at the Euro, I'm at the Euro Gourmet Cafe.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a Bosnian,
Bosnia market.
Some stuff.
yeah, scenic and
Yes.
that drive.
It's exactly on the corner.
See that place all the time.
Yeah.
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 And it's wonderful, wonderful.
No, I
Very
only
good
eat
European
fish
stuff.
and chicken.
Oh, okay.
So when people ask me, so how's the food in there? I said, I can only tell you about the trout and the chicken. The other, beef and stuff like that. So it was like, you gotta come and try, come and sit with me, come and have dinner with me or something like that. Yeah,
All right, next point is, the Georgia Lions Lighthouse Foundation is again doing the Strides for Sight. Last year was the first year that they did this project, and raised $50,000 for the lighthouse, for vision services for Georgians in need. And they've approached us again to be involved. Their event is the April the 22nd in Chamblee. And anyone is able to do it virtually or hold their own event or whatever. It's a great project worth doing. I'm very, very proud of what we were able to do for it last year. Do we have a motion to be involved with it this year?
I'm happy to make that mission. Unfortunately, I will not be in town that day, but I can certainly do the virtual part.
Absolutely.
But I think at least we should, if there's enough people interested, we should try to put a team together.
Yep, I can go ahead and set that up this evening or tomorrow.
I'll second the motion.
All right. So we have a motion and a second. Any discussion? I'll call the question. All in favor signify by saying aye. Any opposed? Hearing none, the motion carries and we will be involved with that project. The last point on the agenda is we are in need of a volunteer or volunteers to collect glasses in the bins that we have around the city. Is anybody willing to help with that?
Yeah, I can help, just,
I help you too.
Yeah,
Already I have,
you have a
You will.
list?
Yeah, yes,
Maybe that's something we can do on the 29th, like divvy out like who wants to take what.
Yeah.
Yeah,
if there's
that's-
something
that's-
to it,
yeah.
is it like-
yeah.
I'd actually like to see us expand that list. I know Pete had like 9.
Yes,
I have 3 or 4 on my route of people that I've talked to personally and I pick up for them. But yeah,
yeah. That's definitely, something we can continue that discussion,
absolutely.
on the 29th.
Cause if we can collect them, the Leos are more than willing to do the sorting.
Yes,
yeah.
They love it.
Okay, can I have one motion related to a lady which was few weeks ago with us, and she was from Lilburn or Picard. She asked to collect
Marcia?
medicine jars. Yes,
That was Angie. Stand.
okay,
Oh, was it?
And-
Was Angela here?
yeah.
No,
No, Angela.
No,
Marcia was here.
Angela.
Marcia, 'cause they were talking about that at the meeting.
Yeah, that's one of Snellville's
Pill
projects.
bottles.
Yeah,
yeah,
already I have two
Okay.
bags full. I have
Mm.
provided. I'm sorry.
All right,
Is-
we'll add that to the list. Listen, let's.
Yes,
Let's
yeah,
add that
talk
to the
about that
list for the
tomorrow.
29th.
we
Yeah.
find or
Bring it up to
we'll
go.
discard that or.
Yeah.
give
I'll-
to.
Brian, do you have time to reach out to Marcia and get the details on what they're doing with them and where they're,
absolutely.
just so we have an
I
idea?
know they are for Medicine Sans Frontier.
Yeah, I know they were using the bottles
Doctor.
and sending them overseas or different
Yeah.
mission trips. Yeah,
Yes.
because they have nothing to carry those things in, but.
Somebody's put, maybe it's Angela's doing this. Somebody's put together an effort to take the glasses cases and use them to have an application for them.
Okay, I am not familiar with that, but again, if, like I said, those are the kind of things like I said,
Yeah.
those are the kind of things we wanna
Yep,
put on the table,
yep.
you know, of things we can be doing year round,
Mhm.
Yeah.
for sure. For sure.
Absolutely. Okay, we've reached the end of the agenda. Do we have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
All right, is there a second?
Second,
All in favor signify by saying aye.
I gotta go.
Any opposed? Hearing none, the motion carries and we are adjourned. Thank you very much, folks. and-
Councilman,
Yes, ma'am.
the Lions Club traditionally, every state, when we
Okay.
do our annual conventions, every state produces a pin.
Okay.
And that is our MD-18, which is our state number. That is this year's
Hmm.
pin that Lions from all over that make these. It's kind of, pin trading at its best.
Okay.
Some of us like our flair.
Yeah, I see.
Would love for you to have that.
Thank you so much.
As a thank you, and you are welcome anytime.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Not that you don't have anything
You
else to
present
do.
it after we adjourn.
Well, it's okay, because it wasn't relevant to the meeting, so
Well,
it's just, I wanted to give him.
Well, like I said, when I got here at 6, and Ryan said, no, it's at 7, I'm like, oh, I had it on the counter for 6. No problem. I've got calls to make. So.
Yeah, I know. Not, like I say, not that you don't have a million things to do, but you are always
Yeah.
welcome.
Yeah, you're always welcome. Blake.
Get your phone number to follow up with
Yes,
you on
yes.
that.
Our club offers, a Leo club out of Morton School, which is, that school sits on, Lawrenceville Highway.
1221 Lawrence from now.
And
And.
what's your name again?
Maria.
Turn back, it's,
Leavitt.
the wall.
Leadby?
At the corner of.
LEAVIT.
There's a big middle school there, and our Lions teaches there.
706
So she started.
994
So,
0992. Don't worry, I'm gonna send you one email
I believe
because
that
I
Village
have
Target,
it.
Yes.
that's like at the middle school level. If we have not found anyone to sponsor a high school level, although
I have.
we are certainly, we
And
could do one if we.
I signed Maria Leavitt and you're gonna have my email.
The sponsor
and everything and telephone number.
We had a similar one
Great.
at.
You have these meetings
George one at Carlson.
First and third, every first and third Saturday, unless I'll
Sponsor it.
check my Facebook page constantly, because I might say, hey, I'm gonna postpone this Saturday's meeting because I have this that came up and I'll reschedule to this day. But if there's no message like that, it's first and third. I'm from 9 to 11.
All still collecting
Mhm.
all that time to get.
And I'll follow up with you on meddling, and also I'll speak to Commissioner Watkins about that.
Yes, thank you so much.
Yeah, no problem, not a problem.
So these were being stored up in our garages. And so when things started to kind of. Obsolete, I mean, we had to sort these.
How we
Make
gonna
it
move
easier
everything?
on the light.
Okay.
So she said, I got a group of
Who's
kids
supposed to speak to me?
that
That is
have nothing to do.
Yeah.
Bring them over
I'd
here.
like to get a picture with everyone if that's.
So
Oh.
they.
didn't
had
take any
exams and had
pictures.
3 hours and they came over there, sorted 2 huge.
That was Ryan's job tonight. Send the text and says, make sure we get pictures.
Yeah, that's Ryan's job.
So, yeah, and there.
He fixed it.
No, he's more with.
He just can't handle political. Speak up.
Yeah.
I should read
I
that,
think-
probably, yeah.
Brian was great.
Oh, yeah.
So it's kind of like we're talking and
Ignoring Tom.
And no, it's. Yeah, with the hands, right? And that's how I take pictures, because I love action pic-
Second, I cannot.
I don't like
be-
posing.
That's okay.
I go in Romania.
He seems to have gotten so good.
Yes, that is.
We don't have to be there. It's just,
You can just
you know,
stand
we
across the
can
room.
participate virtually, and, you know, we can,
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah.
All
It-
I
it's a,
I started doing it when I was in Woodbine.
they
Thank
ultimately,
goodness I didn't grow up.
they want to
I'd
have
have been distracted. in school.
one of these kind of events that every county is saying.
I'm distracted.
That's
Man,
the
I don't,
plan.
I don't know how these kids stay focused.
I'm
Oh.
gonna go visit Jacques Lacan.
Right.
Austin, we really appreciate you.
I appreciate it.
Both of the information.
Thank you so much.
Let us know what we can do for Lawrenceville.
Yeah, definitely. I sure will.
And by the way, about theater, we can bring some music hall,
Getting to actually.
not only dramatic theater. We
Yes.
can bring some music hall,
Take
some
more
opera, operetta,
kids.
some.
Yeah.
Still too far away for us to
At the art center?
drive around, but they try to move it around the
I've
state.
been-
Art Center or Aurora.
Aurora, yeah.
Yeah.
or- or